Well, hello, my beautiful Taurians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career and money reading for the end of October, right through the end of November 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. Okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, this is your career and money reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome, but I have to make you aware that we have the Sun and Mars conjuncting, and that's in the sign of Scorpio, which really is a big deal for many different reasons, but this energy, it will affect the collective for the next 2.5 years. When we have a Sun-Mars conjunction, it actually highlights where we collectively feel the biggest battle. Let's put it that way. So when the Sun-Mars conjuncted last time in the sign of Virgo, we faced health issues in the form of a pandemic. Virgo rules health. Then it moved into the sign of Libra, which is all about solving problems. So we were forced to choose sides and create balance in order to overcome those issues that arose from a pandemic. And of course, now it's moving into the sign of Scorpio. So how is that relevant for a career reading, you may ask? Well, Scorpio rules money, pressure, and power struggles. So it's an energy of extremes. It's really about transforming your finances and becoming focused and unstoppable in your endeavors, no matter the pressures that are affecting you from external circumstances. Now, it also rules the banking industry, asset management, private equities, things like that. So we will see a major transformation in these areas going forward, especially since it's opposing Uranus. Now, this is a very destructive energy. You may see like well-known institutions or establishments being exposed as having financial problems that have been hidden for quite some time. They all come to the surface, okay? Now, Scorpio is all about revealing, and of course, Uranus is a destructive energy to break down anything that is not stable. So we're entering into a time where there can be a lot of financial fluctuations. Now, in terms of your personal energy, my beautiful Taurians, this is about reestablishing your power, transforming your finances for the better, but also for enjoying your work. So let's see how it is working for you. I mean, you got 7 here already, so that means you are definitely trying to make some changes. You may feel a little bit dissatisfied in your current circumstances looking at your chart so far. I feel like you're really checking in with the exchange. There's part of you that's kind of like, how do I become more financially free, more independent? And you're looking at all the effort that you're putting into your circumstances, and it's challenging. Okay, we've got a 3 of Swords there. So right now, you may be feeling like that there are some transition energy going on, that perhaps there are some changes in your career sector and you're not sure how it's working out for you. We've got a star energy here. We've got a 2 of Swords. We've got a 2 of Cups, an Ace of Cups, and we've got a 9 of Cups. Now, this is a wonderful energy because it means that you are attracting what your heart desires when it comes to your career. And when I touch that 9 of Cups, I'm actually being given an image of a signpost. And it says, dream job, next exit. Dream job, next exit. Okay, so some of you may be literally walking away from something. I feel like you're waiting for some sort of financial bonus or a moment where you feel it is best for you to leave. I mean, some of you may be moving into a new department. Doesn't mean that you're leaving the place that you're at. I definitely see that you're leveling up financially. You're bringing in some more money. So there could be a bonus here coming in the next 6 weeks for you. But let's get to your energy and see what's going on in detail. We have the moon. So suddenly I get this energy. It was like a boost of energy that came forward. It's like independence versus settling in a job. that is a little bit more long term. So some of you, for example, like wolves are about independent, going off and exploring your options, perhaps setting up an entrepreneurship or setting up something on your own, venturing forward and really allowing yourself to dream boldly. And of course, the dog represents something a little bit more stable, something perhaps that you bond to, like in a contract. So some of you could be either trying to do two separate streams of income, or you're thinking about whether you are happy where you're at right now, or should you actually launch something that's more independent, that gives you more financial freedom. So these may be the thoughts that are going on in your mind right now. But the Moon card is really checking in with your dreams, your goals, your hopes and wishes. And I do feel like you can have it all. Okay, I feel like you can have stability as well as following your heart, and at the same time creating some sort of independence when it comes to your career and your money. Now, the Moon card, when you approach it in the terms of a career, it can mean some of you are feeling a little bit uncertain or a little bit lost in terms of your direction. You may know the goal where you want to end up, but you may feel that things have been a little bit difficult and it's hard for you right now to move towards something that you want to accomplish. I mean, this is a card of caution, using your intuition, following your hunches. So I definitely see that if things are not working for you right now, you're making some major changes. This is a transitional card. It's a card of metamorphosis, where you're aware of things that are not working for you, that are draining you, so that you can release them. Because if you're feeling dissatisfied, there's no point in pursuing the same path. You're always going to get the same outcome. So I feel like some of you may be making some adjustments in your career. You may have felt like you've been going around in circles, pushed and pulled in many different directions. You've been really busy, but you're asking yourself, is it worth it? Especially since we've got the Seven of Pentacles there. It's like you're checking in with the exchange, and it's covering the Three of Swords there. So some of you have found things really challenging recently. I definitely get a sense here that looking at the resistance energy, I mean, you got a star twice in this. Some of you feel like you're unappreciated, unseen, underestimated, and you've got more to you than that. I feel like there's a lot of untapped potential here. I feel like you haven't fully fulfilled what you intend to do. I feel like you've got lots of plans on the go, and I feel some of you with the Seven of Pentacles there, you're at a bit of a fork in the road. Now, this can indicate that you're staying where you're at, but you're actually opening yourself up to a new strategy, a new way of working, cutting out things that are wasting your time, or, or too much like red tape. For example, if there's like a filing system that you think is really outdated and you're like, you know what, that takes up too much time. I do not need to save this down twice in two different folders, one on a mainframe, I don't know where I'm getting this, but on a mainframe computer where everybody has access, as well as saving it down for myself and then sending it on. I just get a sense here that you feel to some degree either micromanaged, or that you feel that you do a lot of work. I do feel like you do like extra. You put your whole heart and soul into everything, and you're just wondering, is this still for me? Okay, I get a sense here that you are, being really honest with yourself and saying, if it's no longer for me, I feel like you're letting it go. Now, I do feel if some of you are leaving a working environment, genuinely, the people that you're leaving are sad to see you go. Okay, I definitely feel that. And I feel there's a couple of reasons. One is, you do a lot of work, and it kind of exposes them for not doing the work that you do. And also it means they're going to have to pick up the slack when you leave. Okay. But also it's more than that. I feel that they can come to you when things go wrong. They can rely on you. You can be depended on for, finding solutions to any difficult situations, and I feel they're going to miss that, okay? Now, the Seven of Pentacles, of course, this is an energy of really investing a lot of time, okay, thinking of your financial future, investing in the now so that it does pay off in the future, okay? So I feel a lot of you are just ticking on by. I feel like, it just feels uncertain. Though this energy with the moon, it's like you may be cautious, feeling like there's some sort of restructure or changes that are going on in your career sector, and you're wondering how they're going to affect you. Well, I actually see that some of you may even move into a new department, or you may even decide to set up a second stream of income, just as something that you enjoy doing. Doesn't mean you're not going to do what you're doing already. I definitely get an energy here that you're bringing in more. There's like another opportunity coming towards you, and it puts a real spring in your step, and you're going to enjoy it a lot more as well. But looking at your protagonist energy, some of you may be doing something that perhaps you used to love, where you felt appreciated, but you've been tested, or things have been a really testing time. And that may be because, industry, economics, feels a lot of pressure in the last couple of years, and I just feel right now that you are checking the exchange. All the effort that you put in, you're at a self-evaluation period, you're looking at the developments, because I definitely see that there are developments, okay, but some of you may feel dissatisfied. I mean, this is actually a card of accomplishment, so I do see that a lot of you are hitting your targets. I see that you are very goal-oriented and that you are accomplishing great things, but I get this sense of wanting more, okay? So I'm definitely see with the Three of Swords here that there's an energy here of having to cut something out that either is wasting your time, or perhaps is frustrating you, or is just too difficult right now. And I mean, for some of you, you may ask to delegate, or you may actually ask for an assistant, or you may get an assistant that helps you, okay? So for example, if you are in a managerial role, you may have someone like an assistant manager who steps up and helps out, or you may ask for one if you don't have one right now. Could even be a PA or someone. I just get an energy of you like working closely with someone as well that frees up your time a little bit more. So it could even be a project where you collaborate, and it just means you're not doing all the heavy lifting in your career, okay? Now, the Three of Swords, I do want to pull a card on this because some of you, my beautiful Taurians, and this is not all of you, and I want to make this clear that this is before you even came to the reading, okay? Some of you may have gone through some sort of heartbreak. So whether it is some sort of separation or loss that you've been going through in your private life, I'm sending you a huge hug out there. And that may be something that is on your mind right now. And I feel it's made you really reevaluate your life in general. And you're just sort of looking at life and going, you know what, am I happy where I'm at? Because life is too short. So I really feel this energy of you wanting to free yourself up, do something that you love, follow your heart, and really get back into the flow of having more time to enjoy what you do. Because in a career, depending on what career you're in, you can spend anything from about 7 hours upwards, especially if you're an entrepreneur as well. Some of you may be like giving your 24/7 to your career. You love it, but it's challenging. You love it, but it's hard. And I feel like it will give you financial freedom, whatever this is. I definitely see your money increasing in the next 6 weeks. So it could be a bonus coming in, or some sort of promotion being offered to you. I mean, the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups tells me that there is a dream opportunity coming on in here. And with the Two of Cups, I get a sense that you can have the best of both worlds. Some of you are going to be signing a contract. Some of you are going to have second streams of income where you bring in more money. So if you've got an idea to do something that you love and it's been whispering at you for quite some time, November is definitely the month to get it launched or off the ground. I'm getting the word launch. So I really feel that, yes, it has been challenging, but I feel things are getting infinitely better. So let me just pull a card on that Three of Swords for you, because the Three of Swords can also indicate a silver lining. Okay, it can indicate that perhaps something didn't go your way, whether it was a project or a client, or perhaps you did a presentation and, I feel like sometimes you feel a little bit critical on yourself. You may feel that things are not going the way you'd hoped for, but actually everybody else sees that you're doing a really awesome job. So I feel like you're checking in with yourself as well. But if something didn't go your way, it's because something better is coming, okay? And I mean, you've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. It's only going to increase, okay? You've got the Nine of Pentacles as your outcome energy. So this tells me that as you move throughout the year, you're setting yourself up for more money, but also I feel some of you are, putting new ideas into practice in order to attract more wealth. Now, this could be from the home space, because the Ten of Pentacles is, of course, a home card. It's about the family. So you may set up a second stream of income from the home space, or you are going to real estate, or some of you may even be selling your home and you're thinking about moving or relocating somewhere else, and you may be wondering about the commute to the current job that you have and whether you can get a job closer to the new place that you're actually moving to. So I'm getting a lot of energy here, but the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, it really indicates that you're sticking to your plan to make more money. And it's not just about the money. I feel money, of course, is important. It's more about job security, okay? So I definitely get a sense here that some of you may be worried about job security, or you may be thinking about long-term security in your role. I do not see your role being threatened in any way, okay? That's the energy that I'm picking up on in this particular energy reading, is that yes, you've been tested in your career, and I definitely see that some of you have felt a little bit lost and you're searching for direction and wondering if you're on the right path to your true calling. I feel like you are, but you need to come out of a comfort zone a little bit more. And I definitely see here that it will increase your finances, but also your sense of stability. So if some of you are setting up a second stream of income, for example, it's a nice side hustle that's going on in the background. So you've got like your main position. It's not that you're ever going to need to be in that side hustle. It feels like you're creating some sort of level of security just in case. Okay. And some of you, I feel your true life's calling, your mission is this sort of like second stream of income, and it will become infinitely greater than what you're actually earning at the moment. And I feel that you will step into that long term. Some of you, it may even be a family business. You're collaborating perhaps with someone that you care about, that you love, that you trust. And I feel that it's going to give you financial freedom long term as well. Okay. But ultimately, I get the sense that you are sticking to your plan. You're someone who's very self-disciplined. You're really focused this month. You're focusing on your targets, your goals, and it may feel like, you know, that you're just always working and you're like, where are the rewards? Where is the indication that lets me know that I am on track to reach my goals? Well, I definitely see you're going to see signposts or, you know, physical evidence of that happening for you in the month of November. Okay, now this reading is good for the end of October into November, but I definitely see November is a very good month for you in particular. Now we do have the star and we've got it twice. Okay, and with the Three of Swords there, some of you are healing from something. You may have been trying to launch yourself into work, just not to focus on something personal that perhaps has surprised you, upset you in some way. So definitely give yourself the time that is necessary to heal. Okay, the star energy indicates some of you have been feeling a little bit unmotivated. You may have felt that if you're doing something all the time, it becomes a little bit repetitive. And it's not that you're bored with it, but it may feel like you yearn for new adventure or some sort of spontaneity in your career. You just want something different. So you may be doing a lot of brainstorming this month, trying to get new ideas into practice. And I feel like lots of clarity is happening for you this month as well. So if you have been feeling confused, November is a really great month where suddenly you're embracing those new ideas and you're going from strength to strength. Okay. Now the star energy in this resistance position, you know, it's like you got it in the reverse, but by the end of the 6 weeks, it is in the upright. So that means you're going to be appreciated for all that you do. And I definitely see that you're going to be recognized for your talents, your skills, and your hard work. And I feel it's not really going unnoticed. Nobody may talk about it, but I feel like people are noticing what you do and that your work is far-reaching. So some of you, I definitely get a sense here that you're going to be in the spotlight for some sort of raise, promotion, or even a new opportunity that comes in. And for some of you, you're actually leaving where you're at in order to embrace this new opportunity. So if you're actually putting your resume out there or just keeping an eye on the job market at the moment to see what's out there, even if you don't have a job right now, I definitely see that as you move from October, November time, I see there's an opportunity coming in, something that you absolutely love. There'll be a union. I feel like you're attracting this opportunity, whatever it is. And there is a high chance that some of you will get like a little message from a friend who wants to either partner up in business with you, or maybe you're going to partner up with a partner, someone that you're in love with. Could be a spouse, could be a sibling, could be, you know, someone that you trust is what I'm picking up on here. And I feel like you may launch something that will be very lucrative long term. For those of you who are thinking about setting up an entrepreneurship on your own, I definitely get a sense here that you are creating balance in your world. I feel like you are attracting more abundance, and I feel like you're kind of like checking the exchange of the amount of effort you put into something and what you get out of it. So, you know, especially since you had a 9 of Pentacles there and you've got it here again. Okay, it's really about, you know, not giving away all your energy. I feel like you are actually giving out some of your energy to something, and I feel like you're getting a lot of rewards for it. So I feel there's just this energy here of you working smarter, not harder, if that makes sense. And I feel With the Seven of Cups in this position, I feel some of you have felt like you've been wasting your time, or you just feel that you haven't been noticed and that you've unfulfilled potential here. I feel like there's also an energy coming through, and this may not resonate with everyone. I feel like there is an energy of some of you feeling a little bit scattered, like you've had a bit of brain fog recently, okay? And that may be something that's down to either diet, or I'm also getting not enough sleep. Okay, so just watch out for that. That's coming through there as well. That's not going to resonate with everyone, but that's coming through as well. Now, the Seven of Cups really is about your focus. What is it you are trying to accomplish? Focus on the goal, and the universe will take steps behind the scenes to orchestrate the opportunities to come towards you. As long as you focus on the vision of you being successful, like you have it right now. Okay, and then the universe orchestrates things behind those scenes in order to deliver. As long as you take that first step, you start moving towards things, because you are taking action. But I feel right now there's this energy about you for the next 6 weeks where you're kind of like checking in with yourself and saying, do I want to continue what I'm doing right now throughout 2024? And if the answer is no, I feel like you're making some adjustments, okay? It's almost like you're in the planning stages for next year already, and we're only in October. So some of you may be doing like a 5-year plan, and with the star energy, I feel like you're aligning yourself with success. There is an opportunity here to have faith in yourself and in your career, and I actually feel like there are a couple of opportunities for you to elevate in your career as well. I mean, your overarching energy is the Judgment card, it is the Sun card, and the Fool card. So this is about enjoying your work more, being successful, and being on the right path, But the Judgment card, that indicates that you are currently trying to change your career in some way. Maybe there's a restructure in your career environment, or you are decluttering in your career and thinking about all the things that you could be doing that you perhaps feel certain outdated practices are weighing you down, or preventing you from having more time to do the things that you love. Now, the Judgment card also indicates that you understand what you need to do. So at the end of the month, if you definitely have been feeling a little bit lost or a little bit confused or just about uncertain for the way forward, I feel the month of November brings major clarity. Pay close attention to your hunches, okay? With the Sun card, that is like infinite light, infinite growth in your career, lots of abundance. The confusion is left behind, and there's a lot more positivity in your career as well. The Sun card is the most positive card in the deck, along with, of course, the Nine of Cups. Out of the whole deck, my favorite card is the Nine of Cups. Even though the Ten of Cups is a great card as well, the Nine of Cups indicates you're going to get what you ask for. This is a wish fulfilled, okay? So you're aligning yourself with your true path. I actually feel like you're on the right path, but for some of you, you're a little bit dissatisfied with the way things have gone recently. You may have felt like it's just the same old thing, ticking over, routine, repetitive cycles. And I feel like you're like, nothing ever changes. Well, I definitely see that the next 3 months for you, there is major change. And the Sun card indicates you're building your empire, you're establishing your power, and it's going to be a very successful, abundant time. I mean, this is the brightest light, okay? You've got the stars, of course, which is about shining your light, and you're looking at where you drain your energy or where you give away your power in your career, and you're ending on the brightest light, which is you shining your wonderful light, which is you reestablishing your power and stepping into positions where you are elevating. And I feel like your plans are in motion. I feel like they are actually taking root, and you're going to see, physical evidence of success showing up for you. Now, some of you may have gone through some sort of appraisal recently, and I feel that it's almost like there may have been someone who gave you that appraisal who, it's like they mentioned a lot of negative things, right? It's like they see that you're really capable of being very successful. They see that you're very talented, okay? But I feel this person, they're super critical. And now, don't shoot the messenger when I say this. If you've just gone through an appraisal and the person was a little bit negative, what I'm getting here is that this person, they expect so much from you, which of course is wonderful. However, I feel like they are very old school. It's like they feel if they are critical on you, that you will work harder. When really, if they were more supportive of you, they would actually get more out of you. So that's not going to resonate with everyone, but that's what's coming through there. So there may be someone here who's trying to micromanage you, or in some way dull your shine, okay? Because I just get this energy of something feels a little bit flat right now. And that could be through a person that you're currently working with, or, experience you just had. But it could also be that you've been doing something for a long time and you're just evaluating your circumstances right now. And you're like, checking the exchange and thinking, no, I want to move on, or I want to do something different. So you may be changing your approach to your work, or you may be literally leaving a position behind and moving into something more. Now, the Fool card is really about taking a leap of faith, launching something. As I said, I was getting this word launch. I definitely see that there is new hope in your career. I feel like you're taking a chance on something, but the Fool card is also an indication that some of you want to just enjoy your work a little bit more. I feel like where's the fun at? It's like bring back the good old days where you may have enjoyed something that perhaps you don't enjoy anymore. So I feel like you're sort of reconnecting to that spring in your step. And for some of you, you're launching a new idea or a new business or an entrepreneurship, or you're actually, perhaps moving into a new job in your career or something like that. I definitely get an energy here of you moving forward or starting something. It's the beginning of something. So even if you're staying where you're at and you get like a promotion, it's the beginning of your journey in that new role. It is about you stepping up, taking that leadership position. Now, we do have the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. So I feel, your money is increasing slightly in the next 6 weeks. The Nine of Pentacles is you sticking to your plans. It's, financially being very stable. When it comes to your actual money, I feel like you're being discerning about your spending habits. I feel like you're keeping a tight rein on your finances. And I feel like you're sticking to budget, okay? I feel like you're not, like, per se, cutting things out, but I get a sense here that you are being very financially savvy and aware that, everything is increasing in price. And so I feel like your spending habits are reflecting that at this time. But the Two of Swords can indicate that you're feeling a bit cautious. You may be trying to choose between two things, or you're trying to make some sort of adjustments in your world because you're feeling a little bit stuck or restless, and you're feeling really ambitious. Whenever you get a 2 in Tarot, in the minor arcanas, it means this frustration sometimes where you feel restless, you expected things to go one way, you have a yearning for things to change, but you have to come out of a comfort zone in order to make that become a reality. So those Two of Swords energy is about adapting. It's about thinking before you act. And if you're feeling really stuck, I definitely get a sense that you're taking some time to remain in a peaceful state of mind, to do a bit of soul searching for answers. I mean, this figure, she's about to explore new lands at the background there. That's the history of this card. But she's feeling a little bit hesitant, a little bit defensive. She's not sure how things are going to work out. But if she doesn't do something, she'll never know. So I definitely get a sense here that you are not throwing caution to the wind, because I feel like you've got a calculated process that you're going through, and I feel like you may be launching something new or partnering up with somebody new. Could even be partnering up with a company that you've always wanted to work with. And the Nine of Pentacles indicates more money, you sticking to that plan, and having more finances and tools at your disposal. Also, I get a sense here that you're going to create financial freedom for yourself too, with that Nine of Pentacles. Okay, now we do have a lot of numerical synchronicities for you. 777. We've got the star twice. Now, of course, the star is number 17, so that's 17 twice. We've got 22s, and we've got 99s. So you've got a lot of numerical synchronicity, which means you're on the precipice of a major breakthrough in your career. The Nine of Cups tells me that there is a wish delivered to you, okay? You're definitely on track to be recognized for your talents, and I feel something that you've been manifesting is coming in, especially since you've got a Two of Cups. Now, at grassroots, when you apply a Two of Cups to career reading, it means a manifestation energy. You're vibing at your heart frequency where you desire something to come in, and you're matching that frequency, and it's being attracted to you. This is a card of attraction, okay? So I definitely see that you are attracting an opportunity that will bring an exchange that is reciprocal. So all the effort that you put in, you're being financially recompensed for it. You're getting the money that you deserve. So if you've had an appraisal recently and someone has been a little bit harsh, I feel like they still, behind the scenes, are appreciating what you bring to the table, and they've tapped you for some sort of promotion, raise, or a little bit of a bonus that's coming in as well there. I do see an increase in finances. And for some of you, It's a dream opportunity to work with somebody. This could be a client, could be a brand, but it could also be, that you get to work with a friend or a partner or someone that you trust. And it feels like, that dream job opportunity that I saw on that signpost there. Now, the Two of Cups, I cannot ignore the fact that for some of you, there could be an office romance or a workplace romance. Okay, so if you do not want that to happen, I do feel like there's someone here who's going to really flirt with you, and I feel that you may feel a bit uncertain with the Nine of Pentacles there. It can indicate that you are unsure about how this would go, and perhaps you may give yourself a little bit over to it. If you're single, you may explore it a little bit more, but you may be wondering, is it love? Okay, and I feel it is love, actually. So some of you may actually start up on, workplace romance. Again, not everybody's going to want that, but I definitely see it's there if you want it. Okay, if you have like it could be like a work drink or some sort of work event that I'm seeing here, and I feel this person kind of confesses some feelings for you, so that is showing up there as well. But I'm going to stick to the finances part of this reading rather than the love, because I do a love reading separately. The Ace of Cups is to hold on to that feeling that everything that you're doing is awesome and it's going to work out. And the universe is actually stepping in to offer you some sort of promotion, raise, or some sort of proposal. Could be an offer to move into a different department, or if you put your resume out there, it could be an opportunity coming in that you are going to grab with both hands. I definitely get a sense here that you're going to feel so proud of yourself at the end of November in particular. Things are going to work out for you in a very positive way, but also in a way that brings peace of mind is what they're showing me. Now, also, now this is a little bit of an aside energy. I feel some of you are going to get a gift in your working environment. Okay, now I know you're Taurus and your birthday is not in November, so I definitely get an energy, though it's a gift for you. It could be left on your desk, could be a token of appreciation from someone that you work with, is what I see here. I do get an energy here of you having strong alliances where you work. And even if you work as an entrepreneur and you work on your own, I definitely get a sense that people in your industry, they are taking note of what you bring to the table. And they're noticing that actually you are not only someone who is a force to be reckoned with, but also you are strong competition for them, whoever this person is. And I feel rather than be a challenge for you for clients or the work at large, I actually see them kind of like respecting you and recognizing that you have some skill sets that they don't have, and I feel like you can work in harmony. So for example, and I'm just plucking this out of the air, if for example you're a plumber, okay, and you're really awesome at what you do, and then there's another plumber who is also awesome with what they do, but they are like fully booked or they're going to take a vacation, they may recommend you and your services because they see that you're awesome. And it's not that they are going to be a rival or challenge for you. I feel like they respect that both of you, bring a lot to the table of the industry. And I feel it's really about helping others. Now, that's not going to resonate with everyone, but I'm just getting this sense of, nobody really wanting to rival you. I feel like there's someone here who sees that you have got an incredible skill set and they want to elevate you, or they respect what you do, okay? Now, I'm just going to pull some extra cards here because looking at your chart, of course, there's money there. I definitely see there is an increase, and I definitely see that you are working really hard. You're very goal-oriented this month. You're very focused. However, there is a potential here for a little bit of brain fog, okay, or a little bit of scattered mindfulness energy, if that makes sense. I feel for some of you, it could be that you're, I'm getting this energy of a lack of sleep, okay? That's coming through very strongly. I've mentioned that already, but it is showing up again. So maybe some of you are having some sort of hormone imbalance right now, or you're not actually, implementing self-care routines. There we go with the Strength card. This is all about self-love, okay, self-care. But it's also the Strength card. So it indicates that some of you are doing something really bold and daring to change your circumstances. And we've got the Nine of Wands there. So that tells me that things have been challenging, that you are exhausted, and that, you need to guard yourself from, burning yourself out from fatigue. So I definitely see that you're a very strong person, and the working environment has been challenging, and the changes that you're making will actually benefit you in the long term. So Also, the Nine of Wands here, this can indicate that you've been wounded by a past situation where you felt you did not get an opportunity, or something was coming your way, but it actually passed you by. Remember, what is meant for you will never pass you by, okay? So sometimes opportunities, they're taken away from us, or we are, protected and redirected towards something else. Okay, so if you've experienced a rejection recently and it's put you in a bit of a tailspin, or you've been a little bit like clouded and feeling a little bit worried about the next steps, I definitely get a sense here that your career sector is about to change. You're manifesting something that you love that could also include some sort of contract, so pay close attention to any like small print there. And I feel like you're going to love what you do, and you're going to be financially recompensed for it as well. I feel like you're going to, move your money up a scale is what I see there, okay? Now, before I leave this and go and get the last card, the Strength card indicates that you will have unlimited resources to make your dreams become a reality. So whether you're working to run your own business, or whether you are working up the ladder to become a boss or a CEO of a company, whatever it is that you are striving to be, an architect, an artist, in construction, whatever it is, I definitely see that it's difficult. The industry that you work in is difficult, but I feel like you are going to be very appreciated for what you bring to the table. I feel like you're very talented, you're very gifted, and I feel like you are on track to make your dreams become a reality. Coming out of a comfort zone is necessary at this time. I definitely see some of you launching something new or doing something different that will put you apart from everybody else, okay? Because you are unique. So a wish will be delivered here as well. Something is coming in that's going to be very exciting, and that you're actually going to be very proud of yourself for, because I definitely see that you're putting in the work. And now, this showed up briefly for the Scorpio reading, and it is coming up, so I have to mention it, especially since we've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Now, the Seven of Pentacles can indicate to save something, okay? And the Three of Swords is like to lose something. So I would just definitely make sure that anything you're working on, if it's really important, save it down, because there's a real potential for there to be like a gremlin in the system where computers don't work, or something doesn't get saved down, and then you lose the work. Okay, so I just watch out for that. That's coming through. And because you are an opposing sign to Scorpio, it's definitely something that is worth noting. Okay, now there is a rogue card in this deck. It is different from all the other cards. Okay, and it's meant to be there. It's a very special card. Not everybody gets it. Interesting. We've got the Moon card for you. We've got the Mask. And we've got the Skull. So the Mask, secret stash of money, saving your pennies for a rainy day, being able to save more, especially since you've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, you are going to be able to save more, okay? It says finding money. Some of you may actually find money, but that's not connected to your career. Now, it does say theft. Now, I would say that's more a theft of ideas, especially since you've got the Star energy in the Resistance position twice, okay? So someone may really test you and test your faith, and they may actually show their true colors. So if you've got any wonderful new ideas, only share them with people that you trust, or keep it to yourself, okay? Now, it says here, acting, assistant, hidden potential, and the unknown. Now, I did get an energy of you either having an assistant or hiring an assistant or being able to delegate at work. And I definitely felt that coming through there. But for some of you, especially if you are in like the performing industry, I feel it's hard to be seen, especially with the Star twice. And I definitely get an energy that some of you have been really questioning, is this the right path for you? You're feeling really uncertain. Well, I see that you're very passionate, and I see a lot of you creating your own work, okay? Especially with the Nine of Pentacles, I get a sense here that you are even... It doesn't matter if it's even a small project. I feel like you're creating your own work. Some of you may be writing or taking some time out to write an idea and star in your own idea, okay? And I feel like it will be very lucrative. It will launch you and put you in like the public domain. That's what I'm seeing there as well. And even if you're not in the entertainment industry or an artistic industry, I get a sense here that you are being very productive and you're putting yourself in the right places to be noticed for your work and elevated long term. Now, we do have the Moon card, which is fleeting funds. So money coming in and then going out there. So, paying lots of bills. Your Seven of Cups there does indicate that a lot of you will be shuffling finances around, okay? But you will be sort of restoring a sense of being able to save more money. And it says here, fleeting funds, unknown source, being guided, moonlighting, the odd jobs, night shift or part-time. So as I said, there's like a side hustle energy coming from your reading. So I definitely picked up on this energy of you perhaps having something else coming in, whether it's even selling stuff that you've outgrown, or whether it is you putting your artwork online, or maybe you're creating something physically, or you've had an idea to launch maybe a course online of how to do something that you're really awesome at doing, because you're using your knowledge and your know-how to help others. Now we also have solid finances with gold and the skull. Okay, now the skull indicates you've been going through a bit of a rough patch. Things are changing. The skull connects to the death card energy. So you may feel that there's been a real transition period going on through your career sector. It doesn't have to be in your immediate circumstances. It can indicate that your industry is going through like some sort of restructure, or there's new policies coming in and you're wondering how do they affect you long term. Now it says also here, borrowing money, low on cash, healer, no work or reinvention. So if you have come to this reading and you're currently looking for work, I definitely see opportunities coming your way. It's really interesting. A lot of the signs are getting the same cards, and those cards are the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. It's like your money is being transformed for the better, okay? And there's opportunities left, right, and center coming in November. I'm not sure why November is going to be a big month, but I feel it's like all about change. It's a time where people go, you know what, I'm going to leave this space. I just got my bonus. I'm going to move on to something else. So that means there's other like roles being up for grabs. So I definitely see that it's going to be a very lucrative time to change or restructure the way that you work or your working environment, and reinventing yourself as well. And by that, I mean you're using your skill set in order to move into a new role where you are more in control, or you are like in a leadership role. I see that happening there as well. And if you're low on cash, I definitely get a sense here that you're being very clever about your finances and you're attracting more. Okay, I feel like you got lots of wonderful ideas here. You're putting them into practice. Now, of course, we've got gold, solid finances, investing, integrity, deep values, banking, long-term position, and satisfying work. So, you know, looking at your cards, your protagonist energy indicates, yes, you've been going through a rough patch, and maybe even with that Seven of Pentacles, you're feeling that your finances, whilst they're going a certain way, you may require more in order to just get by. And I feel like you are finding an opportunity to be able to bring in more so that you can put yourself in a position where you're more stable financially as well. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket before we close. Okay, I just heard the sentence, you are the magic. You are the magic. Now, the magician, of course, is, you know, all about magic. So maybe it's about your manifestation skills, or you're doing something that's really bold and wonderful and new. And thanks so much. I'm truly grateful. They're giving me that doubt kills more dreams than failure ever did. So go for it. Launch it. Whatever that idea is, go for it, because you're going to be very successful, whatever it is. Don't doubt your wonderful self. You are the magic. That's what I'm being given for you. Okay. I wish. Now, I have to show you what I have come through for you. This symbol here, now this is about being right on target, of course, and this energy can also connect to Mars. So you being like an earth element, I feel like you may be influenced by that Sun-Mars conjunction, which is like transforming your finances, having the energy, the motivation, the drive to hit your target, be right on target there. I saw in the water just before I did your reading, an image of an arrow, okay? And I didn't say it because it didn't come up in the reading. It was before the reading, and I don't mention anything that doesn't come up in your reading, because when I do a little meditation before your reading, those images, they could be for me. So I have to keep them very separate, okay? But I did write it down. So I'm just going to go and show you what I wrote down. Probably not going to be able to read that, but it does say arrow. I mean, it's really scrawled writing. Arrow. Okay, so I definitely saw an arrow there for you. I'll put it a little bit further because it was really tiny. Maybe my big finger is in the way there. Arrow. Yeah, okay. So it just confirms that you are hitting your mark on something. You know, there's definitely, oh my gosh. You got the arrow, okay, which is also, you know, it's a rune with the arrow. That's the warrior type spirit. You know, that's about having the courage to go after your goals and dreams, and that you're going to get justice. You're going to be right on the mark, okay. I just also just heard out of the blue, like interior design. So whoever is going into interior design, it's a really good move as well. Again, that may not resonate with everyone because this is a general reading. Sometimes I get a burst of energy that's like very specific to somebody, and then the rest of the energy will be like an overarching energy for everybody else. So that just came through there as well. I mean, the fact that you even got 2 trinkets with 2 arrows, and I close my eyes when I pick the trinkets. Of course, you can't see my eyes, so you do unfortunately have to trust me on that one. But the fact that I also wrote down arrow, okay, that tells me that you are going to be very productive this month, and you're going to be right on target. We've also got a wonderful spoon here, okay, and it's a shell. Now, shells are about listening to your heart and opening yourself up to new opportunity, connecting to your goals and dreams. But ultimately, like, it's almost like a love spoon. It's like, do what you love. I feel like you're mixing things up a little bit in your career. We also have the ladybug, okay, ladybug, good luck, opportunity. Some of you may even see a ladybug in the next coming weeks. It's not the season really. They may be coming inside because they're thinking about, you know, getting a little bit warmer, depending on where you are. But you may see it in the form of an art piece that's a ladybug, or maybe even a reel, or maybe someone's got a tattoo of a ladybug. So look out for images of ladybugs because I feel you're going to have a lot of good luck. And finally, we've got a wonderful word there, happy. Okay, so I feel it's really about you checking the exchange and asking yourself if you're happy with the development so far and making some adjustments in order to be happy in your work. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Taurians. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Taurians, and love and light.